Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome to a special presentation of Scooby-Doo. Whoa. Henry Iron Studios. They don't make it like this anymore. I won't be able to play the Scooby-Doo theme because we've been getting kind of in trouble with Warner Brothers lately. So I can't play the theme right now. Also, if it's possible that this stream earns some revenue, we desperately need it. So, usually I don't care, like with an Ultimate stream, I'm like, oh yeah, I already been paid for it, but I kind of can't afford to, take too many hits right now. Things are not well. But anyway, thank you, Naomi, for being an Ultimate, and I hope you enjoy tonight's stream. Where is that thing anyway? There it is. Thank you very much for being an Ultimate, and I hope you enjoy the continuation of this Scooby-Doo Castlevania-inspired game. And once the theme is over, we'll put the music back on. And actually, we've had a lot of Ultimate streams. We had an Ultimate stream last night from somebody on Patreon, and we have an Ultimate tonight from Naomi, and I think we have an Ultimate tomorrow as well. So. Load game. And we were in... It says 24% already. Okay. Alright. Wooby wooby woo! Ree! And of course Amber's sleeping because she has to get up at work at 3 in the morning. And thing with their restaurant is getting kind of crazy because if you guys didn't hear about this, Amber talked about it a little bit, but the district manager and the manager were using her as an example for being really good at your job, and it kind of made the teenagers uncomfortable because the teenagers don't do anything. So, but at the same time, it also brought attention to things that the teenagers are doing wrong because Amber's been getting hurt. Like, Amber goes in and starts cooking, and she does the coffee, and she does everything early in the morning, and then she helps out with whatever little task she can before she leaves the restaurant at like 11 or 12, 11 a.m. or 12 in the afternoon. And the teenagers haven't been doing much. So, especially carrying the ice and stuff like that is not Amber's responsibility, but hopefully now, things will get a little bit easier for her because she's been doing everybody's job, plus her job. Hello, Don Knotts. You again? Well, this is a fishing village. Be careful not to fall in the water. That's actually a pretty good Don Knotts. Ha ha! Uh-oh.
Find me some zombies. They make
I don't remember what we were doing. What were we doing? Does it tell us? Does it tell us what we're doing, Scooby-Doo? Scooby? No? No, don't do that. Don't do that. We needed to go to the... Oh, I know. I remember. We have to go to the place.
Ghosts don't help me at all.
We have to go back. We have to go back. We have to go back. I remember now. We're supposed to use the helmet inside of the spooky mansion. So this is like a Castlevania-inspired game. Obviously. So you collect different abilities, and then you have to go back to an area of the map that, requires this ability. So there's a spider web that Scooby needs to headbutt, which is why we have this football helmet now. Random sandwiches, random. Wow. Boink. Spooky, spooky ghost does what he does the most. Hang around for Scooby-Doo. Ow, why? That wasn't cool, guy. Ah! That's a bad thing. Hang around for Scooby-Doo. Dun, 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 dun. Uh-oh. Probably can't take that guy on yet. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! See? There you go. Zoink! I don't think I can hurt this guy with a headbutt, can I? Nope. Oh, I can! Okay. Hey, what's going on? Well, we can actually hurt these guys with a headbutt. Who knew? I mean, they're just guys in costumes, so I mean, if I got headbutted by a dog, it would probably be quite painful, actually. Aha! Still on, Ghosty. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, don't do that. Note yourself. Bam! Whoa! Oh, that's not working. Bam! Good enough. Boing. I didn't know Scooby could swing on the table. Ruby wants to swing from the randolier. Ow!
Right! It's the headless specter!
Back off, creep! Oh, no food. That could be a problem. Ruby Rack?
Ruby snacks!
Ooh! Well, apparently there was no clues or a new ability that was over here in this part of the Gloomy Manor. Okay, then. You love Scooby-Doo cartoons? Scooby-Doo cartoons are great. Ah, the key! On the stove. That's a problem. Bam. You kill them, Scooby. What am I supposed to do about the fire on the stove? Scooby just straight up killed the guy from behind. He's like, oh. A secret passage. Neat. Yeah, I was gonna say that doesn't go there. Which of these are not like the others?
Right! It's the headless specter!
Football helmet to the gut. Ouch. Boing. What now, Linky? What now? Ooh! Yeah, need to find a way of turning the stove off, obviously. Like how he falls over. Oh, man. Alright, so I got all the streams set up for tomorrow. I need to work on a bunch of shorts for tomorrow. Well, that could have been bad.
Right!
satisfying. Ah, the secret door. That's not really gonna help us. Can I climb on top of it? Ah! This door is locked from the other side. Huh. Don't mess with Scooby-Doo, or you'll be sorry.
Right?
So how does one turn off the stove? Like I need the key, so how do I... Oh! I don't know how I did that. Oh well. Yeah. Ah! Do I have to do it again? Oh, come on! Yike. So long have the force been done. Right. I don't understand how that set off the sprinklers though. What? Oh, okay, I see where the key is now. Run! There. Alright, Scooby.
It's Geronimo.
No! You jerk. What did you think was gonna happen? What is that? Oh.
Rummy. It's a warp gate.
It's a lot. Ow, what? I mean, it says I'm going the right way according to the guide. Huh. Out of my way. We're inside of the... We have the helmet, so we can explore most of the gloomy manor. Whoops. Laugh track was not needed there. Why is this highlighted? You need... Yeah, there we go. Whoa, what's going down here? Friggin' ghosts! Ha 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 ha! I don't know what to do here. Man, my leg is just really acting up. It's annoying. Hi, Link. What are you doing? So we're gonna have to get past the ghosts somehow. I don't think we can attack them, though. Run, Scooby, run! What's up, Scooby-Doo? Gonna solve that mystery. Oh, it's a save thingy. Okay. Can I jump on the ghosts? No. Back off, creeps. No. Right. No! Ruh-roh. Link, there's nothing outside, buddy. Absolutely nothing. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Before Warner Brothers was bought and sold by people, Warner Brothers used to release a lot of video games in the 90s and the early 2000s. When they became Time Warner, Time Warner, they stopped making a lot of games. There was no more licensed games once Time Warner owned Warner Brothers. And then when Warner Brothers became Warner Media, there was less video games and less cartoon shows, too. I think it was like 2012. They started to do less like animated programming. They canceled a bunch of shows. Like even Beware the Batman didn't last very long. And then when they became Warner Discovery, they made plans to release stuff, but then they canceled a bunch of shows or stuff, like the Scooby-Doo and what was it? There was a Scooby-Doo movie that was supposed to come out that canceled. Tom and Jerry movie took forever to come. A Wile E. Coyote movie was in development, and not development. It was in the final stages of post-production, and they canceled it. Yeah, there we go. Winky, what you doing? Movie rocks. Rare. Whoa. Yikes. No, don't bring me all the way back down here. Was Naomi here? I didn't see if Naomi was actually here. You're watching a cool 90s movie about computers? Interesting. Listen to Scooby-Doo. Coming after you. Gonna solve that mystery. Ow. Now what happened here? I came in here and then what? Linky, stop with the zoomies. No zoomies. Wow, you're just gonna keep running everywhere, aren't you? There he goes again. What does this do? Ooh! I have no idea what that did. Link, what are you doing, my guy? Stop it. It's a rat. Oh, that's a big monster up there. It's the creeper!
It's the creeper! Whoa! Help!
Maybe he won't notice me. Oh no, he noticed me! What does that mean? Oh, he's gonna chase me! What?
It's the creeper! Right?
Oh gosh. Stop saying that! It's creepy.
Right? Oh no! Creeper! It's the creeper! Oh no!
I couldn't see him. Alright, I'm gonna get closer. You'd love a graphical remaster of this? Yeah, I hear you. But Warner Brothers is incompetent these days. Like they haven't been churning out a lot of games since like 2015. They I wouldn't even say a trickle of releases either. They barely release any games from 2016 all the way till today. Like back when they were doing really well, we used to get like 2 to 3 Lego games a year. Now we get a new Lego game every 4 years. One new Lego game every 4 years. It just, I don't know. Not the same company anymore. It hasn't been for quite a while.
Ruby snacks. Ruby. Right. It's the headless specter. Ruby snacks. Right. It's the headless specter. Creepers! It's the creeper! Bats! Ouch! Creepers! It's the creepers! Right! It's the headless specter! Right! Mother! Right? 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 Creepers! It's the creeper! Right? 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 Rummy! Right? Right! It's the headless actor!
Oh no! Hey! Come on, that system's way. That's an old system.
Right! It's the headless actor!
Come on! Anybody there? I can see you over there! Come over here! I'm coming to get you! Come over here!
Oh no.
Right? 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 Right?
I'm coming to get you! Anybody there? Anybody there?
Rahoo!
I'm coming to get you!
Rahoo!
Hello?
Rahoo!
Come over here! I'm coming to get you! Anybody
Right.
there? I'm coming to get you! Come over here!
Rahoo! Ruby snacks! Rahoo! Whoopee!
Yeah, what's his name is playing Harvey Dent. What's his face? Bucky from the Marvel Universe is playing, Harvey Dent in the, Matt Reeves universe. The Batman. What are my thoughts? As long as they don't rush Two-Face, I don't care. I don't want them to do what they did with The Dark Knight, have the Joker and Two-Face in one movie, and, like, rush it. I really want to see Harvey's character fleshed out over multiple films. Because we have never gotten that. Harvey has not had a very good, like, what's the word I'm looking for? A very good media, thing since, like, the animated series. The animated series is the only Batman media that has actually fleshed out Harvey Dent and Two-Face's character. He was rushed in the movie Batman Forever, rushed in the movie The Dark Knight. If Matt Reeves is bringing Two-Face in, then all you can do is you can have him become Two-Face at the very end of the movie, but it needs to lead into him being the villain of the third movie. Like, you don't want to, like, as a second act, turn him into Two-Face when you literally just introduced him as Harvey Dent. It's a terrible idea. Thank you, a comic fan, for the super chat. I appreciate that. We can use all the all the super chats we can get. Alright, guys. So I'm having problems seeing, so I need to get closer to the TV, and I'll be back. Yeah, he started out as Two-Face in Batman Forever. But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, you need... when it comes to media outside the animated series, you haven't done much with Two-Face. Two-Face Harvey Dent doesn't get enough. He always gets outshined by other characters. And he's a fascinating character if you write him well. And if you have a good, talented script. Okay, I'll see you guys in a bit. Whoa. Stop being scared. Whoops.
Right? Right?
No, I'm not a fan of Tom King. I only like Tom King's Nightwing run. I don't like anything else he's written. Not a fan of Tom King. I don't like what he did with Batman. I don't really like what he did with Wonder Woman. I liked what Grant Morrison did with Supergirl. But no, not... King really understood the assignment when it came to Nightwing. Like, he got it. He did some fun things with the book, but Batman, he did a lot of ridiculous stuff. Yeah, that's the only stuff of Tom King I like is his Nightwing run. Grant Morrison did a great job with Supergirl. And Superman, I think. In fact, that's the Superman that we're seeing is a Grant Morrison Superman, so... Alrighty, let's get back to it. What the... Yes, Amber and I are going to see the movies that we're planning this year is He-Man, Supergirl, and Avengers. I don't think there's any other movie we're interested in this year other than those three. So we're going to go see those three. He-Man comes out on our 20th anniversary, like our wedding anniversary, He-Man comes out. So we're going to go brave a packed theater to go see He-Man, which is going to be an interesting 20th. And, I don't know what else we're doing. I think we're going someplace fancy to eat on our 20th anniversary. I don't know. Amber doesn't really like doing... My wife is very... Most women like it when you buy them a lot of stuff. Like, you get them roses or jewelry, or you take them, like, to a fancy hotel for your anniversary. My wife hates spending money. And so when I spend money, she gets mad at me. So it's really hard to plan things with her because she's going to be mad at me if I spend money, because it's not my money to spend, it's our money, you know. But she'd much rather put money toward a house or, you know, our health insurance or, you know, repair a part of the car or something like that than going someplace fancy. Like if I got plane ticket trip to Fiji or whatever for our anniversary, Amber would be on the plane and she'd be silent the whole time. And then she would have fun when she's there, but then I'd have to deal with silent, angry Amber on the plane. She just doesn't like to spend money. Amber likes handwritten sentiments and, you know, me cooking her dinner or snuggling, watching her favorite movie. She doesn't like to spend money. So if I show up like a bouquet of flowers, I might end up wearing the bouquet of flowers. She's a very strange girl. I love her a lot, but she makes it very hard to spoil her. Because she doesn't like that. Yep, our 20th anniversary is June 6th. 20 years married, yep. Yeah. How in the world? Matt Reeves does not like killing off Batman villains. I know. You know why you don't kill off Batman villains? You don't kill off Batman villains because you need the Batman villains for other Batman movies. That's the core reason for not killing off Batman villains, is you need them. And some directors are just like, I'm just gonna make like a one-off. But then it's like, what happens to the Batman villains then? You know, Tim Burton wasn't planning on making a sequel. That's why he killed off the Joker in his movie. Uh-oh.
Right, it's away.
You have to have a villain for Batman to be able to fight. And even if they're in jail for a while, you can always bring them back for another picture or animated film or whatever. Ah! Right.
Right, it's a werewolf. Rummy.
Nani. What does this do? Sorry guys, my couch is really comfortable and it's late at night, so if I stay up here too much by the microphone, I'm gonna get sleepy again. I'm also having, like, people who have, like, racing heart, which apparently I do. It makes you very, very tired. So that's why I'm having some problems today. The super chats are helping me get up and get exercise, though. Every time I hear the super chat, I pop over and I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, that's what's going on tonight. I had several live streams, and one live stream did really bad because YouTube took the views away from it. So I was actually going to get to... My plan was to get to 4 streams today. Naomi's stream would have been the 3rd stream instead of the last stream. And they made things very... YouTube made things incredibly difficult on the Final Fantasy stream, which was doing really well. So instead of 1,000 views, I should have really had like 2,000 views, because they dropped me down to like 700. I'd already hit 1,000 views by like 2 or 3 hours into the stream, and I had to stream till it was almost like 5 hours. It's very, very upsetting. And Amber went off on YouTube too, because she doesn't appreciate it, because YouTube's killing me, basically. They're giving me a lot of stress. They're the reason I had a heart attack anyway. I don't know if I was supposed to go back here or not. Oh no! I screwed up. Ruh-roh.
Rummy.
Zelda, stop! I don't think I was supposed to come back here. Was I? No, I messed up. Rikes.
Right.
The ghost was the most. I haven't seen the Beetlejuice sequel yet. I don't know if I'm going to. Whoa! And we have to wait for Mr. Chandelier. Oh no. Whoa, 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 whoa. Rikes!
Right.
Aww.
Right.
Rude. Rude. Rank crew.
Rummy.
Ba-ba-da-da-da. Scooby. Scooby-Doo. Wow. Yeah, so I've just been... after a certain time of night, I get really tired now when I didn't used to. I used to be able to stay up till like 4 or 5 in the morning without any problems. Now, like, past midnight, it's getting harder and harder. It's just like, my heart's just like beating like so fast. And obviously they're concerned because they gave me a cardiologist. Well, I mean, I had to be approved a cardiologist, and then my insurance said, oh yeah, you can have a cardiologist. So I have a cardiologist now. He's okay, I guess. I don't know. There we go. Now I just have to hold on to this for a little while. Whee! There's nothing inside that box. Oh, there was a ghost there. Okay, so we don't want to go back through the door. That's a problem. It's a werewolf. That's right, Scoobs. It's a headbutt. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you kill werewolves. You headbutt them. Oh, what? Jerk.
Rummy.
Now, why wouldn't that open up? Alright, now I want to go this way. Mind your surroundings, Scoob.
It's a warp gate.
It's a warp gate. I'm good. Part 1. Now where are we going? To a save point. That's where we're going. Was it no? Slot A. Yes. I don't think George Clooney understands Batman, though. Like, George Clooney, it's not that he just got himself in hot water for playing Batman and Robin. He upset a bunch of Batman fans years ago. I think it was like 15 years ago. He says, hey, I thought that I was doing this and that, and he says, I was playing Batman as a gay character. And Batman fans all over the world got pissed at him because he doesn't understand Batman at all. You know? So, no, I don't think George Clooney was any type of good director or not. He's not a good candidate to play Batman because he doesn't understand Batman. You know? He played it off as a joke because he thinks Batman is a joke. I've heard he's more of a Superman guy anyway. But he doesn't really like superheroes that much anyway. Like, it's always a good idea that you bring an actor into a role that likes the character. Case in point, Ben Affleck was a fan of Batman since Batman the Animated Series. Battinson, like, he grew up with different types of Batman media, like the Arkham games, and the 2004 The Batman, and the Justice League show, and stuff like that. So he's really big on that. Both Matt Reeves and Andy Muschietti grew up with Batman the Animated Series, so they're heavily inspired by that to create what they want, you know? Actors that don't know who Batman is or think that he's just some guy, you know, jumping off rooftops wearing tights and he's gay, that's not an actor you want playing the role. You want somebody who's going to bring honor and dignity to the Dark Knight, you know? That's not to say a gay actor can't play Batman, but Batman is straight, you know? So if you can't get the core aspects of the character, you don't deserve to play the character. Because you won't understand the character. If you don't understand the basics of the character, you have no business playing the character at all. And George Clooney has no business playing Batman. He just thinks he was in a bad Batman movie, and that's why his Batman was bad. No, his acting was terrible. He's a great actor, he's just a bad Batman actor. I've seen George Clooney in a lot of other things, and he's really good. But with Batman, the problem is George grew up with Adam West. He even said they were doing a campy version of the character. He was basically doing a modern parody at the time of, like, the Adam West thing. And it was as crazy and whatever as all get out. Is that Don Knotts? Well, hi, Scooby! It looks like you're going round in circles. This door takes you back to the first room in the mansion. Well, I should clean up those webs, but I think I'll just stand around here a while longer. Wait. I am going around in circles? Darn, I didn't pick up anything interesting. Well, that's not good. I'm supposed to pick up a power-up of some kind every... That's a problem. It's a big problemo. Why was Superman 3 and 4 so bad? You mean the Christopher Reeve Superman movies? You guys will have to correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Richard Donner not come back for a third movie? And the third movie, they wanted to make the villain computers because people in society were scared of computers. You know, they had big success with the Tron movie, but they wanted to show that computers are dangerous, so the computer was the villain of the third movie, along with corporate greed. And then Christopher Reeves was like, I hate the third Superman movie. If I'm coming back to do the fourth movie, I need to have pull on the story and all this other stuff. And Christopher Reeves was a pacifist. So the fourth movie was about nuclear disarmament and fighting nuclear man. That was all Christopher Reeves' idea. Christopher Reeves was a huge, like... And I agree with him to some extent. I think that countries should disarm. I think nuclear weapons are terrible. But having Superman go through and do that kind of stuff, nobody really liked Superman for the quest for peace. It was weird. And then they used the Superman Quest for Peace storyline for something else later on. I don't remember. There was a comic book where Superman was trying to disarm nukes, or maybe it was a cartoon. I don't remember. But it just didn't go over well. Also, we were winning the Cold War at the time. We did win the Cold War, so a lot of Americans weren't happy with what they deemed Christopher Reeve's anti-American approach. Because we had just defeated Russia, you know? Stuff like that, so it felt like Christopher Reeves was releasing that movie at a bad time, you know, when public opinion for America was so high. Like, Americans were very hyped that we defeated Russia, and Germany became a full country again. Like, the it was a big deal. East and Western Berlin became, like, you know, Germany again. And the Iron Curtain came down. It was a big deal. And then you had Christopher Reeves making this... I wouldn't say it was an anti-American movie. I don't know. It was just really weird. Oh, I remember now. The fight with Nuclear Man ended up in a comic book. When one of the Supermen defeats Doomsday, they defeat Doomsday the same way that Superman does in the comic book. Or the movie that Superman does with Nuclear Man. Superman defeats the Nuclear Man, or whatever, by putting him on the dark side of the moon, and how Doomsday is defeated so he can't regenerate is Superman ties him to the dark side of the moon in the comic book. It's a throwback to Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. But the Doomsday thing is done much better than the villain that Superman fights, which looks like it's a very dated movie because the villain Superman fights looks like he's the frontman to an 80s metal band. He's got super long hair, he's got sparkly fingernails, tight spandex. He looks like, you know, the lead singer for Queen or something like that. I think he even had an ascot. I don't remember. It was really weird. Even when I saw the Superman 3 and 4 movies, I didn't like them as a kid. I didn't understand any of the adult-like stuff behind them. I just thought they were stupid movies. I thought the villains were stupid. The computer stuff traumatized me, though. Like, the third movie, when, like, people were being transformed from the computers. Like that one lady that was transformed. I think the guy who did the Superman 3 movie was a horror director. So that scene where literally the lady is transformed into a cyber person was really scary. Like that and RoboCop really messed me up as a kid. Like, a lot. It's very traumatizing. 80s kids know what I'm talking about. Nowadays, people see that, they're like, oh, that's bad effects, but back then, that was scary. The lady becoming a member of the Borg was terrifying. Tim Burton said he will do a third Batman movie. His conditions are... He has 3 conditions. Tim Burton's 3 conditions for making a new Batman movie are as follows. Keaton is in it. The studio has no say in how he makes the movie. It has no connection to anything. And number 3, that Tim can make it about whatever he wants. Like, he can... Those are his conditions. It has to have Michael Keaton, has to be a Batman, no studio interference, and he can make the story about whatever he wants. He can tie it into Batman Returns. He wants people to just leave him alone. He has full creative control. And if Warner Brothers abides by that, then he'll do it. But he doesn't want to do Batman Beyond. I don't know what he wants to do, though.
Oh, right.
I say let him do it. Just like I think that Zack Snyder should be able to make the Frank Miller Dark Knight Returns movie with Ben Affleck. I think that'd be great.
Whee! Right.
I'd love to see that.
Right. Oh.
What was the point of coming in here? Hmm? Oh, what was Tim Burton's movie about? His third one? His plan for a third movie was to have Robin Williams as the Riddler. We don't know anything else about it. Supposedly he wanted to bring either Michelle Pfeiffer back, or he wanted Kim Basinger to return as Vicky Vale. But...
Rummy. Right.
It's, you know, we don't know what he was gonna do fully, because there's a lot of...
A monster token.
Why is there a giant... Ouch! But you have to remember, Tim was very hurt by Warner Brothers.
It's the creeper.
Warner Brothers did pretty nasty thing to Tim. Because Batman Returns was not a commercial flop, by any means. But when he went in to do talks for Batman 3, which it was called Batman Forever as a joke, because Tim was saying, oh, me and Mike are going to have to do Batman Forever. So everybody was like, ha 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 ha. You know, tongue-in-cheek humor. But when he was sitting down with the executives at the time, he was pitching the idea of a third movie. And bringing in Robin or something like that. He was going to bring Robin and Robin Williams. And the more he kept talking, the studio was just like, uh-huh. And Tim was like, he says, wait a second. He says, you don't want me to make a third one. And they're like, no, of course we don't. We do. We just, you know, we think that, you know, you should just kind of work with the sponsors a little bit better, Tim. And he's like, I don't want to do that. He says, I'm a creative person. And so Tim got really fed up with Warner Brothers, and I believe he went to Disney to make the Nightmare Before Christmas. He didn't do WB for a while. He didn't come back and make a Warner Brothers picture until Beetlejuice 2, I don't think. He had a long-standing feud with Warner Brothers. It's because stuff went over well with Keaton in the Flash movie that I think Tim came back. I don't remember Tim making a Warner Brothers movie besides the Beetlejuice thing, but now that the Beetlejuice thing flopped, like, big time, which I don't even think it was a bad movie, I just think it flopped. I don't think Tim's gonna come back and make another Warner Brothers film. Maybe he will, I don't know. Ow! You can't beat the creeper.
Scooby!
Oh gosh, I don't know
It's
what to
the
do.
creeper.
That's not good. I'd have to look up Tim's filmography, because he did have problems with Warner Brothers. But Michael Keaton recently, I think it was like in 2025, he was doing a comic thing, and people said, are you done playing Batman? And he says, never say never. So I thought for sure after The Flash didn't do well that Michael would be like, I'm done playing Batman. But he had a lot of fun on the set of The Flash, so, you know, he could come back and do Batman, but we won't know. A lot of fans want him to do Batman Beyond, though. Passing the torch to a new generation would be really good, because he is, you know, Michael is the oldest living Batman, you know that, right? Like, Keaton is the oldest living Batman we have. Oh no.
Oh no.
I think Val Kilmer was older or younger than Keaton. I don't remember. I have no idea where I'm going. Ruby Rat. Shaggy! Like, thanks for chasing off those pets!
Let's get out of here. I'm with you, pal. But the door's up there. Come on, Scoob. I can toss you up.
Let me get all my Scooby snacks first, you jerk! Thank you.
Scooby snacks.
That's a lame toss. That's a really lame toss.
Where's the zombie?
How are you supposed to get up there? Ah! There we go.
Here I go.
Whoopee, whoopee. I feel like I missed something. Boing.
Whippy! Whippy! Yahoo!
Oops. Alright, that's a lot easier now that ah. Like, thanks, Shag. You called it Joel Schwarzenegger. You mixed Arnold's name with Schwarzenegger. You Schumacher. My name is Arnold. I'll be very upset. Thank you very much for the super chats. You helped me wake up a little bit. It's a lot easier to, you know, when you're actually being paid for stuff, it's easier to focus and things like that. You don't feel like, oh man, you know. So thank you very much. You helped my state of mind as well as helped me shift into turbo, so to speak. Amber always says I'm a view vampire, but I'm a money vampire too. I like super chats and views and all that stuff helps me focus. Because I mean, this stream hasn't hit anywhere close to 1,000 views yet, so.
Hey, don't forget about me, Scoob.
How did we bring Shaggy up there? Like, come on, Shaggy. What are you doing? Ah! Shaggy, why are you killing Scooby there? Shaggy! Ah! Oh, great. Oh, no. Oh, wow, the game thought of everything. They're like, we're gonna put a magic carpet there.
Here I go.
They're like, ah, nobody's gonna be stupid enough to fall. Hello, I'm that stupid. I guess we're gonna have to leave Shaggy behind. Sorry, Shaggy, we gotta leave you behind, bro.
Looks like I'll be cooling my heels around here. See you, pal.
Gotta leave Shaggy behind. Yoinks. Wait, did I just say yoinks? Oh, that creeper, he be dead. That's too far to fall. You wanna do what? There's no way. Oh!
Oh no, it's a zombie.
Bro, no, it's a zombie. I mean, there had to be some reason I came down here. Lots of ruby snacks. Right!
Right?
Go away, creeper. Whoa!
Oh no, it's a zombie. Here I go.
Oh no!
Yippee!
Now what? Oh, okay. Apparently I have full health.
Right! It's the headless head.
Yoink. Oh. I'm Joe Schwarzenegger. I'm famous for making the Batman movies. Did you like them? I made them really campy on purpose. Because the Batman I grew up with was Adam West.
Right! It's the
You
headless
guys don't know how lucky you are to have dark Batman movies now, though, because you don't have directors and producers that grew up with Adam West, so you don't have to worry about campy stuff anymore. Most of the people making Batman content now, which is weird to me because the Batman comics are weird right now. Most of these people who are making Batman comics grew up with the really dark, like, Batman animated series and Arkham video games, and yet they're writing all this bizarre stuff. It's almost like camp is coming back. Or the Silver Age. Yeah, the Silver Age is kind of coming back in DC Comics. It's weird.
It's
like, but you didn't grow up with camp. What are you doing? Well, I mean, if Robin Williams played the Riddler, we were going to get a dark version of the Riddler. Kind of like the version of the Riddler we got with the animated series. He would have been funny, but it would have been a Tim Burton movie. It would have been very dark. The Penguin was funny in Batman Returns, but he was dark. Same thing would be with the Riddler. Ouch! I hit my head. Yay, there's our new power-up. We need that power-up for something, I don't know. Oh yeah, Billy D. Williams, Two-Face would have been super dark. Yep. I already saved though. What are you doing? Huh? Am I all right? No, I told you my heart makes me tired. I have the doctors say a rapid rapid pulse or what, I don't know the medical term for it. They don't know what's going on. Right. But I mean, they gave me, or they recommended a cardiologist to me because they don't know what's going on. Basically. But if you have, like, if your heart's racing a lot, you get tired. So I get tired. Yeah, got tireder more easily now than I ever did before. Which never happened before, because I was always able to work a lot. But for somebody who works 80 hours a week, I don't get paid as much as I should for working 80 hours a week. It feels like YouTube purposely lowers my income so that I make a certain amount. That way they don't have to pay me. Like, they're basically not paying me for all the hours I work. They used to. Everything I put into my job, I'd be paid for, and now I'm not. But they're still expecting me to work those long hours to earn the income that I earn, but I should be making like double for the amount of hours that I put in. Because remember, I stream like 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's 80 hours. That's 80 hours a week. Unless I did my math wrong. Right. Huh. Well, how are you supposed to get the... Oops. Oh, that was the gargoyle? Huh. Okay, they didn't do this part very well. Darn it. Oh! Never heard a gargoyle laugh. Ah! Never heard a gargoyle laugh like Scooby before. Wolf. Frights. We need to get that night helmet somehow. I guess this is the right way. You need 3 keys to open this door. Okay. Really wanted Billy D to play Two-Face? Same. I mean, he was given the role of Harvey Dent, so he should have been.
Reaper, there's creeper.
I would have loved Landau Calrissian to play Two-Face. That would have been cool. Oh well. You want to know what the big difference was in the 80s and 90s, though, compared to today? Today, if you change the race of a character, then you have to change the race of the character in the comic book. In the 80s and 90s, you would have different people, like, play the character, like, different races, and it didn't impact the comic book at all. The characters were still whatever their skin color was supposed to be. So I wish we would go back to that. Then people wouldn't care about, you know, people who aren't, like, comic accurate playing the characters. But they always change them. There's talks about they're going to change Barbara Gordon now because they've been, you know, Commissioner Gordon is black now. Eventually, when they reboot the DC Comics universe, which they will, and if Netflix owns them, of course they're going to do it. They'll get rid of Barbara, change her, stuff like that. That stuff's not necessary, but... That's what made the 80s and 90s better, is because we didn't, you know, whatever Hollywood did, that was just Hollywood. It didn't impact the comics or the video games or anything like that, or the cartoon shows. It just had to do with that's what the character is in the movies. It didn't change, you know, the definition of the character. People today, they're like, aha, well, we changed that character for this movie, so now we have to change the character forever. We didn't, you know, we didn't do that, obviously, in the 80s and 90s. Because we were cool. And we were more respectful of the property. So that's why I didn't have a problem with Billy D. Also, I really was a big fan of Lando when I was a kid. But I knew that back then, you know, if a character of a different skin color played a character, it didn't impact the character in any other media. It was just that media. It's people today that they take things too far. But that's not why I don't like Hollywood very much. What I don't like about comic books today is they've been sidelining actual, like, comic book characters that were made by people of color that, you know, were made the way they were, and DC would rather take a famous character and race swap them rather than bringing up the actual character that was made by a person of color. For one, they don't want to pay the royalties, and two, it's easier for them to take a popular character and change that character, and it's harder for them to make a, you know, a character that was made by a minority popular. So in a way, I was reading this very fascinating thing on Twitter from this African-American guy, and he was saying race swapping is lazy because you take away the voices of these characters that were made by people of color, and you don't, you know, you just ignore them, and you just take a white character and you change them. He says that's lazy. He says in a way that is racism. I agree with him too. It's like, what happened to all these great characters that you made? And then they make the excuse, well, it's harder to get them to be mainstream. It's like, well, yeah, you gotta put in the work. It's like Batman, when Batman was first created, he had to put in the work too. You know, if you want these characters to be mainstream, you have to use them more. The thing is, you don't want to use them more, you just want to take existing characters and change them, and I think that's wrong. Yeah, of course the 90s was better. Yep. The 90s is the closest we will ever get to a utopia. Never happen again. Nope. Memory card 8. You think that's crazy? I've heard a rumor that they finally brought Static Shock back in DC Comics. He's been gone for like 15 years. And they're making a big deal about his return. It's like, but why? And people should be asking the questions. Why did DC get rid of Static for 15 years in comics? Like, he was a popular character. Why did you sideline him? For what reason? Nobody wants to ask those questions. Did I get him? I got him. Oh! Oh, interesting. What is that, like a fan? What does that do? I still don't understand what that does.
Ruby snacks.
I missed a power-up I need, I guess. Whoops. I don't know. It's probably supposed to have some type of power-up here. Like maybe a cape glide or something. I don't know. Not a cape glide, I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, Static is back now. He's much older, too. Like, he's not a teenage superhero anymore, he's older. Oh, excuse me. Whoops. Send a shock through your system. You want to know the whole sad thing about Static, though? If Dwayne McDuffie didn't die young from a heart attack, I'm sure we would have got a Static Shock live-action movie that he would have written and, like, produced probably by the time of 2010 or 2014 or something like that. Like, Dwayne would have... If DC wasn't going to make a Static Shock or a black superhero movie, then Dwayne McDuffie would have made it. Dwayne McDuffie, like, had a great way of knocking down barriers, but, like, doing it in a respectful way that got, like, everybody on board. So if he hadn't died as a heart attack, like, so tragically young, we would have had a Static Shock movie. I guarantee it. And all these years later, we still don't have a Static Shock movie. We don't even have a Static Shock animated movie. And as a fan of Static Shock, I'm pretty angry. They just kind of sidelined them. It's stupid. This landing is covered with sticky tar. Find an invention that will let you move freely in the sticky tar. I don't want move freely in the sticky tar. I need a glide thingy. I need a way to fly. We need a flight thingy-mabob instead of a tar walker thing, like dog boots. Whoops. That's why people have to, you know, me especially, I have to watch for my heart too, because I'm young. I'm like right around the age Dwayne McDuffie was when he passed away. Like, no matter once you're in your 40s, you have to be very, very careful with your heart. You gotta minimize your stress. And this heart stuff is bad for men. Wah! What the? What is that? Oh, it's a little mouse. It's a little mouse. Oh, you want to know why? Because men have so much stress in their life, and they don't know how to get rid of it. What men do is we just bottle up all our stress, and then our stress ends up killing us. That's why men don't live as long as women. It's not just that men do stupid stuff. Men don't know how to deal with their emotions and all this pent-up emotion just kills you. You don't really, men don't really tell people when they're upset or anything. We just keep it bottled up. I rant a little bit, but there's still a lot that I keep, you know, buried. It's just what men are expected to do. Suck it up and be a man. That's what society tells us to do. So society's told us for a very long time. Thousands of years. Ooh. What's up here?
Ruby snacks.
Scooby, Scooby-Doo, Scooby, Scooby-Doo, Scooby. Frights. I remember you. You're from an episode of Scooby-Doo. All these characters are from an episode. The 60s Scooby-Doo. What? Wahaha.
Rummy.
Where am I? Ah! That's what you get. No, we're not going there yet. We'll come back to that. There's got to be a key over this way. Oh, weird. Ruby racks.
Ruby snacks.
Oh no! That could have been bad. Okay, I don't know how I managed to hit her, but okay. Nuts! No! We have to go back through the fun house. And it's anything but fun. What? No! No! Why? Ah! Lego Batman will be on all platforms. Yep. Switch 2, PlayStation 5, Steam, Xbox PC, and Xbox. Which I don't even know why they call it Xbox PC. I don't understand. I thought it was called Steam.
Right? Rummy.
I don't get it. That's one down. Bye, Grandma.
Ruby snacks.
I'm getting a little spacey. What am I doing? Die! Whoa, sorry guys, I was spacing a little bit. Wait, I didn't finish collecting all the keys though, did I?
Right. That's a headless pepper.
Hold still so I can hit you. Oh, no, that's my yawn. My dad has this weird yawn that he stretches and he makes like this high-pitched noise. Everybody in our family does it. I don't know why. My dad started doing it and then everybody in the family did it. Even my wife does it now too. He's been doing it for like 30 years, so you're just kind of... I don't know, I guess everybody in my family does it. He calls it a powerful yawn because he's stretching too at the same time. It's really weird though. I don't know where he got that from. I don't know if he originated that weird yawn or if he took it off like some like program from the 50s or something when he was a kid. I don't know. He doesn't remember either. Wait, no, no, I didn't want to do that. No. No. Yeah.
Right! It's the Headless Spectre!
Whoa. Nuts!
Oh, no!
Oh, you were talking about the witch enemies? I don't know. Okay, this is my last go. So the reason why I'm dying so much in the game, as you can tell, I'm kind of like getting a little sluggish. Thankfully, Caveman can't jump.
Right! It's the Headless Spectre! Rummy!
That's what you get. Now the caveman I can't hurt. Caveman are kind of invincible. What?
It's a warp gate!
I don't even know how that happened. Alright, gang. I think that's it for me. Yep, I think I'm done. Okay. I can't make heads or tails of what's happening anymore. Quit game. Yes. Did I save? I must have saved. I don't know. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. that does it for Scooby-Doo, Night of 100 Frights. Good times. I did the best I could. I don't know what was going on anymore. Thank you to Naomi for sponsoring this stream. We have another Ultimate tomorrow. I don't know what it's on. I don't remember. I'll have to check my schedule. And I think it's another Patreon Ultimate, but I don't know. Thank you for everything that you do, Naomi. I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. And you'll be redirected to hey, Richard. Sorry. Richard, what is your stream on again? Richard made an appearance right at the end of the stream. That's cool. What's your stream, Rich? I jot you down. I don't remember. I can't really remember what happened last month anymore. Was it Zelda or that was years ago? Man, the colors look very washed in this though. Da-da. Oh, Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Okay, yeah. Marvel Ultimate Alliance one. Alright. Yeah, that's right. We have to schedule it when Amber's awake. Yep, that makes sense. Night, Naomi. I think that's you. You have a great night. Everybody else, you take care, okay? I'm going to sleep now. Thanks for watching the short. Thanks for watching the videos today. And if you guys haven't already, consider becoming a member of the channel. It really helps out a lot. It's just $5 a month. It allows Amber and I to do what we're able to do. Thanks to Naomi and some other people with the gifted memberships last month. We were just able to scoot by at 300. But those were all like gifted memberships. So make sure you guys pay it forward and become a member yourself for just $5 a month. It keeps the channel going and in a place that Amber and I can continue to do this. Otherwise, we're going to have to find ways of doing paywall stuff and other things to stay alive, like on YouTube. So it's just $5 a month. It's a cup of coffee and a donut is essentially what it comes down to. So if you think we're worth a cup of coffee and a donut, become a member today by clicking that little membership icon that's in the description of this video. All right, guys. God bless. Good night. I'm out.